Ho, 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 ho. Happy holidays, everybody, from Duckyworth. I hope that everybody's holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, any holiday that you celebrate has been going well this year, or your December has been going very well this year so far. Oh, the end of 2021. It's hard to think that we're finally that we're nearing the end of it, but this year has been an interesting one, hasn't it? It is still odd to think. It still feels like I'm still getting over 2020 as a whole with all the crazy things that have been going on that year. But I think it is time to record my final live reaction for this year because I'm going on holiday on a Christmas week, and it's going to be pretty busy when I come back. I've decided to record my last reaction of the year today. And whoa, do I have a doozy of a film for you all this time? It is the 1997 Disney cheapquel Beauty and the Beast: The Enchanted Christmas. Yes, while I don't think it's the absolute worst of like the Disney sequels that have come out, I'm not too fond of this one. I've only seen it once, like a fair few years ago, but I don't have very many good memories of this one. Just the Beast acting a bit too cartoony for his character. Tim Curry as the organ who's bolted to the wall, and a lot of it being very, very mean-spirited, from what I can remember. But from what I can remember, it's also a bit less awkward than the weird 2017 live-action remake. From what I've seen clips of that one, so it's not the worst, but it's still not all that good from what I can remember. So, I've got just a little bit of trivia here. This film was originally meant to be a straight-up sequel, with Gaston's brother Avenant, I think that's how you pronounce it, a reference to the 1946 film of the fairy tale as the villain, intent on avenging Gaston's death and ruining the lives of Beauty and Prince Adam. Belle and Prince Adam. I'm getting that mixed up with the Good Times one. I'm calling her Beauty. It was changed to a midquel, and Avenant was scrapped. His role instead given to the pipe organ, when the filmmakers thought the audience would be more interested in the Beast than the Prince. Well, even if that is the case, I think one thing that I remember, this film is like trying to set it along a timeline compared to the first film is something that makes this to be a pretty confusing film. So I think that adds to some of my criticisms when it comes to this film. But hey, let's. I've got it on Disney Plus here, and let's have what this film calls a festive fun, or lack thereof. Oh, okay, so let's watch it now. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, okay, straight into it. No Disney logo or anything. It just goes straight into Beauty and the Beast: The Enchanted Christmas. Also, one thing I will give this film credit for is that the animation, it's pretty good. For it is nice. It does look, some of this does look pretty nice, like the backgrounds here, the character animation. I mean, it does look. I mean, obviously, it looks like it's not the budget of the first film, but it still looks like it's trying its hardest with what they had to work with. Oh, and there's a human chip there. Human chip always reminds me of that kid from Cody from Rescuers Down Under, with design and a bit of a. Oh, there he is, a Lumia. Oh yes, you even throw it into the punch. Yeah, even he's Lumiere's. Oh, okay. Who's this? Wait, who's that? Okay, you may have ornaments based on their. Given what happened, maybe you don't want to set up ornaments that remind you of your horrible experiences when you were ornament. Lumiere, what are you staring at? Lumiere was just looking at the ground at nothing there. It is still nice to hear David Ogden Stiers and all the other voice actors and actresses that they were able to get back for this film. Socks. Hey, socks are very handy on cold nights. Be grateful for what you get. Wait, how does Chip not know it? Wasn't he there when this happened? Yeah, he was. Oh, and Chip is voiced by Haley Joel Osment in this film. I recognise it both. Angela Lansbury, your voice is always nice to listen to. Seriously, who is that one? Oh, wait, look at that one guy there slouched over, giving a fascinating eyebrow, just looking at... Oh, okay, so this takes place after... That takes place after she gets saved by the wolves. And I think it takes place during, like, the winter section. Wait, her mouth wasn't moving. There may be something there that wasn't there before song. Yes, there may be something there that wasn't there before. Oh, and now it's turning into Flintstones walls with how often it was like going past the same. I swear that was the same pictures on the wall there. Oh, there she is, Belle. I mean, the lighting also looks really, really pretty in this. Oh, give it 5 days from when I'm recording this. That gives me okay. Ice skate stand servant, because that reminds me of an instance when I was walking to work and I was helping someone who ended up falling on the ice just outside my workplace, and I ended up falling over my back when I was there. Oh dear. And here we come to something that doesn't quite sit right with me when it comes to this film. Beast is. Beast is like both in some of his lines and the facial expressions. I mean, yes, he had moments in the first film when it's like he tried to smile and when he stood up straight like a dog. He did have some cartoonish moments, but for saying he fell and landed on his butt, some of the expressions in this do seem a bit. They do seem a little bit over the top. Once again, not as bad as in Belle's Magical World, but it's still noticeable. Some of the goofier facial expressions in some parts in this. Oh, Beast, you undignified creature. Oh, gloomy music playing. Oh, yes, I know. Oh, CGI. Oh, yes, I know who this is. Oh, yes, Tim Curry as no, a big-nosed piccolo there. Oh, yes, this is Forte, the evil pipe organ. And I mean, even though the pot fife. Oh, he's a fife, not a piccolo. Oh, Tim Curry, you could read the phone book and make it entertaining. Oh, Oh wait, you can break windows with that. How has nobody noticed his singing before? His music before? Oh, he is a piccolo. Oh, okay. So wait, he has magic powers. Uh, None of the other servants have like magical powers like this. So what did the enchantress what did the enchantress give him do him a favor or something? I mean, obviously the CGI is dated on a Forte, but I mean, it does manage to make him look imposing, like an uncanny with like all the movements that he has here. Uh, it's this heavens! Look, I bolted to a wall. I bolted to the wall. I still love that line. Is that Paul Rubens as Pfeiffer? Oh, wait a minute. So if he's like merged to the wall like that, what is he going to be when he becomes a when the enchantment is over? Is he just gonna turn into like a pile of flesh or something? I do like this concept for a villain though. He doesn't want to become human again, and he prefers holding Beast under his thumb so that he can so he can be like the most important servant. But I still think it's a bit strange. It's like this is one thing with the Disney sequels. They introduced a character that was never part of the story before, and no one mentioned him. But then it says, "Oh yes, we completely forgot about this guy that did stuff." Oh wait, oh yeah, I don't notice a fife there. Wait, so he's just going to try and break apart Belle and Beast's marriage just so that he can play music. That's incredibly selfish. This is one of our villains, folks. This Piccolo. This Piccolo that wants to break him apart for completely selfish reasons. And he's not funny. Well, yeah, what do you think was going to dumbass? Oh, yeah, that did a whole lot, didn't it? Ah ha ha ha. Snow Angel! He's mad. Oh, what happened to his jaw? It's just like that bit when Patrick Star. Oh yeah. Wow, he got emo quick. Uh... Oh yeah, nice. And why are you being such a douche to your master? What did Beast ever do to you? Is it just because you want to solo? And here's another thing. This takes place after Beast began to warm up to Belle, but he begins like it just feels out of nowhere, and it feels a bit too over the top compared to some of the things he did in the first film. Like it just comes out. Oh yeah, and Beast is a Scrooge. Oh yeah, that's just something that we needed with his character here. Oh, and hang on, this is right next door to where the rose is. You would have thought that everyone else would. You would have thought that everyone else would have heard heard Forte before. It's a bit strange. Oh, I will say, yeah, Tim Curry. He can make any character sound threatening. I thought you knew about that before. You've come across the rose and you've probably known something, so I thought Beast has started opening up to you now. Oh, yes, all the material parts of Christmas. Great. No mention of being with loved ones, thinking of those less fortunate than us. No, just the material parts of it. Yes, you should know, because this is after the Beast. Is this after the Beast gave her his library? I think. Oh, Paige O'Hara singing. This is always nicer to listen to. Oh, that's a nice illustration there. And this song is very nice, I will say. Oh, I like how they've. Oh, yeah, I like how they've done this art style here in the storybook. This is pretty, and I like that animation from the birds there. Oh, she it looks like she was going to reenact Alice in Wonderland there. Oh, wait, okay. Ah, creepy sun there with a creeper face. I haven't seen a sun that weird since Teletubbies. Or A Tale Dark and Grim. That's a Netflix series I recommend. Ah! Okay, a dragon turning into a tree. That's a pretty cool premise for a story there. Magic worlds where the impossible becomes the everyday. Still I know a tiny place, first a dot too small to measure. I'll take him there, I know the way. Stories about heroes overcome. I don't think Icarus's song was about story was about a hero, wasn't it? About someone not appreciating what he's got or being an idiot or something. Wait, by the way that the stitches were, that looked like it read from right to left, with where the ending was. So that looked like it was a manga. Oh, and it is fitting for Belle's character that with how much she likes books of like the outside world and like fantastical everything going on, that would be the present that she would get Beast. That is this film has potential, but what? Okay, the glasses have mouths. That's a okay. The beer stein has a beer belly. Okay, that was pretty clever. Wait, what are those brushes doing? Well, never mind. We have those forks that had mouths in the original, so maybe this isn't quite that strange. Oh no! I just realised Cogsworth ruined the grey stuff. It was that day that Jacob Marley died. Wait a minute. No, wrong Scrooge. Oh yeah, there he is, the selfish jerk that decides to ruin everything around him just because he wants a Piccolo solo. What a motivation! What, up his ass? That is not funny. Ugh. Okay, what does that feel like? Having brushes inside your head. Is that the equivalent of Mrs. Potts's ugh? Ugh! And you're not endearing. Oh, they're wine glasses. Anyway, the brush going inside Mrs. Potts' head to clean her, that just made me think. When she has tea poured inside her, is that like you're pouring water inside her brain? How does the anatomy work? It's like, where are the internal organs? That's always something nice to think of when you're watching the original, like when... Okay, the food in Christmas dinner is nice, but once again, I like how I like how they're talking about material parts rather than the. Hmm. Those suds in the background are frozen. I just noticed suds are not stationary from. Oh, now he's cheating on Fifi with wine glass. Oh, where's this tower? This looks like a tower that hasn't been. Wait, you've never been up here before, Chip? Oh yeah, he's going to catch up well. Why the piccolo? The piccolo isn't. I don't like Fife. I mean, for the wrong reasons. Oh, no, sentient Christmas baubles. Oh, okay. Now we have a Christmas angel character. Wait a minute. Are they implying that Lumiere and Angelique are an item? Once again, what about Fifi, the feather duster? Remember? Uh, and once again, a character that Lumiere loves so much he never mentioned Angelique before. Oh, so she was the one who decorated the castle. It's a bit strange that she was turned into an ornament, into a. Wait, how big is he compared to? That looked like he just came through the door and he was giant. Just from that camera angle there. And once again, just like the decorations being Christmas ornaments, it's like, did they only work at Christmas? Were they only seasonal workers? Oh yeah, right. Turn down their possibilities to work again. Yeah, it's all about you. Wait, how does she light up? Is her halo supposed to be lighting up? I don't think they have had batteries back then, so how is a halo lighting up? But then again, we have an organ that can summon music, so maybe she got a unfair advantage with the magic as well. I don't know. Oh yes, Belle. She's telling us about the proper things about Christmas. Yes, okay. That's why Angelique is a Christmas ornament. She just comes and goes. Uh, yeah, what are you gonna say? You realise that you're talking to ornaments here that look like that would turn servants that would turn into Christmas ornaments. Okay, the snow just picking them up. You're saying to Christmas ornaments that there's more to Christmas than ornaments. You're kind of sending mixed messages here, Belle, to the servants that have been turned into these very temporary things. It's like, what do they do for the rest of the year? Do they just, like, go up in the attic, or they just go home to the village, or whatever? Oh, there he goes in a Grinch strop. Oh, okay. Now we have a. Oh, well, what happened to some of the like the outlines for Angelique's eyes looks a bit weird there when the bow wrapped her up. Oh, so Fifi is in this film. So wait, is Lumiere into polyamory? Because that actually sounds like it would be in his character if he's polyamorous and the sort of and his other flames are into it. Because doesn't he hit on the chandelier in Belle's Magical World as well? So he's got three other people that he's hitting on, and we're all okay with that. Okay, nutcrackers. Uh, lights. Wait a minute, you are the. Wait, lights go on first. How do you have lights? I mean, candles or I don't think you have electricity, or is it magic? I don't know. Oh, there we are, candles. What if you have servants that are Jewish or celebrate Kwanzaa? Oh wait, Kwanzaa didn't exist back in like this time period. It wasn't invented until like the 1960s. So okay, no. Oh, okay. So the tree is like the Christmas tree, the Mrs. Mavilda one with the magic lights coming up there. Oh yeah, that went well. Wait, you just broke. Yeah. How did he? Well, not really. It's not the best sequel so far, but I wouldn't call it awful. Until a certain scene that really pushes my buttons, which I will tell you when we get to it. Wait, how would you? I mean, that is true, but Belle doesn't know about it, so why would Beast believe? I mean, oh, oh yeah, here we go. It was the. Oh, oh dear, here we go. Yeah, Christmas was the day that Prince Adam was turned into a beast, and now we get to see him act like a complete and utter brat. He looks like Jim Hawkins with oh Jesus Christ! Too much detail. He looks like Mock. He looks like Mock in a powdered wig. Forte's human form. I mean, I know he's a villain, but ugh. Oh yeah, and he has been Enchantress. Ugh, this is embarrassing. Oh yeah, and this is the day that the Enchantress came over and gave him a rose. Yeah, the Enchantress didn't look like that in the stained glass window, and in the original, he actually rejected the Enchantress twice before he got turned into a beast. And this actually brings me up to something that I've always had to think about when it comes to the original film. The film says 10 years we've been rusting. So a lot of people say that the beast must have been like 10 when he was turned into a beast, but I always thought it was like they never aged. So they were just trapped in. Ugh. So they were just trapped. So they just never aged since they returned. So he was always 21. Oh, okay, a furnace. I mean, we have an axe. Now we have more characters that are just introduced now. I think that an axe would have been useful during the oil can, an oil can. Okay, and I think an I think an axe would have been useful. Wait, is Yiddish? I think the axe would have been useful during the fight against Gaston and his henchmen in the first film. Concrete? Wait a minute, I just need to do a Google search here. When was concrete invented? 1824. I think that was a little bit beyond when this film was set. Yeah, it hadn't been invented yet. Get out of here. Okay, so it's Yiddish and he goes, I'm walking here. Okay. What is that? If you're taking just one log, why is that such a big deal? Just taking one log? Wait, did the log just shrink? What? Bats? Okay. Wait. Okay. And once again... No! I'm having a tantrum! Okay, remember this scene here, where Belle stands up to the Beast and yells at him for having a tantrum? And once again, this feels a bit like this takes place before the scene where they threw snowballs at each other. I mean, it feels like this film is supposed to be set after that scene. It feels like this is set after after that scene takes place, but it feels like it's before it, with how the characters are acting and how they're talking to each other. It just feels odd. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this was set before Belle came across the rose and the Beast yelled at her to get out. And once again, then he felt guilty about it, so it felt like then already he was beginning to change his ways. But this just feels. Yeah, this can only end so well. Getting a tree from the deep dark forest where I think the wolves attacked you last time. So what's there to do? Oh yeah, let's touch the rose again because it works so well the first time. Yeah, the way that she walked towards it and it looks like she was about to touch it, it looked like that was the first time she'd ever seen the rose and she was about to lift it off, but no, this is supposed to be set after that. That looks like the tree from Pingu when they're trying to look for Christmas trees and then there's just that tiny one. Oh wait, is that about Yiddish axe? Ugh. And once again, if Forte is right next door, how is no one else going to see them? No! Oh my god! That look! What tone are you trying to go for, film? That was downright comical. And once again, are you trying to be humorous or are you trying to be serious? Because this is a similar problem that I had with Belle's Magical World. Because it tries to be serious, but it feels more comical in how it's portrayed. Oh god, God, it's fate. Oh, he thinks that Mrs. Potts sent him a lovely gift like that. Yeah, because Mrs. Potts really looked like someone who could. That he really looks like Mrs. Potts is really someone that could wrap a present by herself because she has uh arms that could grip bows, doesn't she? Ugh, Beast. Beast, please stop with those weird expressions. Ugh. It's too expressive. This is like Mulan 2 and The Wild. It's too rubbery and it just makes it look awkward. Ah. Oh, so now Beast is trying to make a song. Love songs. Uh, yeah, that looks great. Once again, how did no one else in the castle hear that? This place is desolate and there's no sound absorption, so how does no one else hear that? Christmas. Uh, you can't, but you're gonna send out a very stupid and very selfish and unintentionally unsympathetic Piccolo out to do it for you. Because that's your minion. About as threatening as Sprout and just as effective, but not quite as annoying. The lip sync on the axe looks a bit strange. Like, it looks a little bit strange when he talks. And the music is nice. That's another plus for this film. The animation, the animation, Forte, and the music. Those are, I mean, besides the weird animation on Beast's expressions, but other than that. Sultan? That's what the dog's name is? Sultan? Yeah, ripping off a. It was funny when LeFou did it, but not quite with you. Oh god, he's turning into Phantom of the Opera. Are you sure you don't have a hots for Belle? Because the way that you're talking, it sounds like you're very. I don't like that five. Can that five just die? And I'm the idiot who's going to break you apart just so I can sing a song, aren't I, a lovely character? Ah, what a scamp! Why? Oh, sorry, that weird noise earlier, that bit glugging, that was my new water bottle. Sorry if that was a bit of a strange noise. Marvelous idea. Uh-huh. Oh my. Wait, I'm just thinking, how is body part how is body parts wait, how is body parts? Where's his arms? Because I mean, I can see his face like moving about, but it's like, what is it? Is it just like Thomas the Tank Engine? Is like a head just on a body, just like wobbling about? Belle, you've been in there. You've been in there, and you got attacked by wolves last time. And also, you almost died last time you were out there. Uh, yeah. Belle, You shouldn't be this daft to fall for his tricks. You're smarter than this. Oh, okay, manipulating her feelings for Beast. It is dangerous. You know, you've been there, and it wasn't that long ago that you were in there and you almost got eaten. Use that wet sponge you call a brain. I know you have one, according to the first film. Oh yeah, trust this dark Tim Curry voiced organ. How does she not hear you? Your voice is booming and very, very, very loud and deep. And once again, you're an organ. So, yeah, that great motivation there for that character. Ugh, Beast. Beast, you humming Deck the Halls is that's not your best musical performance there. Ah. Once again, this film had such potential, but parts of it just seem weird. Oh, wait. Is that how... Oh, shut up. Why don't you do something to help rather than just act smug all the time and actually, and instead of just roll your eyes at everyone and have your arms crossed? Wait, where did you get the reef, by the way? If you've got that reef, there must have been a safe way for you to get that. If there must be one, if you can get a reef from somewhere that isn't in the Black Forest, then you must have been able to get a tree somewhere that's closer than the Black Forest. What did she take a sled? Yes, the exact same place that she was before. Okay, well, I'm not dawdling, I'm waddling. That was actually a little funny. Yeah. Uh, uh, if you care for Belle, you would have thought that he would have gone out by himself to try and find her, especially after considering when this happens. Oh, and once again, how does he write that, by the way? Oh, I'm hardly. Ah, la 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 la. La 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 la. I love Tim Curry's performance when he's singing that there. Uh, oh, okay. Which servant did he just murder? Oh, hey, the mirror being used again. Uh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Tim Curry's villain song. With some very more strange animation. Uh, okay. Pencil drawing, a bald patch. Wait, what was that arrow that just hit him? And this song isn't that bad, but this bit's weird though. Why? If I'm in love with someone, may just you'll never leave. You'll get more rest. What if his lyrics? Ugh. But there's another lyric later that feels. No. Why? Why cupids? Why is it making cupids? By the way. Ugh. Okay. How are we supposed to be feeling it, film? This is very. This is a beast having more really weird expressions. And love of any kind is bad. Uh, why is he chasing? If you're turned on, then just turn off. For kids. Uh, okay, hitting in the eye with a heart, just jumping out. Why are they shooting? What? How is this happening? B-sides, why? Well, he certainly looks demented. Uh, uh, okay, that happened. Uh, uh, yes, they can. They do it. Wait, her halo was glowing and it jumped off of her frame there. Oh. Oh, yeah, now the beast is throwing another temper tantrum. And once again, need I remind. Oh, that was. Oh, that was sudden. That was a split second. You know, in the original, there was actual pacing to whenever the beast would lose his temper. It was like when he yelled, "Go ahead and starve," which is probably one of the worst things he did before he yelled, "Get out." Oh yeah, the wolves again. Remember? Oh yeah, here they are. Doesn't this look familiar, Bill? Anyway, it took time for Beast to lose his temper. Like in the original, but now, oh, they're going across the lake again. Belle, this doesn't look familiar to you. You wouldn't be more careful about doing this, even though a short time ago you already came in trouble here. Oh yeah, and I believe Philippe can, the ice can hold him. Didn't the wolves fall in the ice last time? Didn't they try going across the ice and that didn't they fall in? If I remember correctly from the first one. It has actually been a while since I've seen the first one. Oh, okay, cliff? Wait, where's a cliff? Oh no, now they're reenacting Alpha and Omega films with lead slogging. Lead slogging, log sledding. What am I saying? Oh, they are just flying off cliffs. Okay. Wait, Bell. Oh, he is Jewish. He celebrates Hanukkah. Oh, okay. Wait, why aren't there menorahs in if he celebrates Hanukkah, why haven't we seen anything like menorahs in the castle or like a dreidel or anything actually part of Hanukkah? And hopefully, oh yeah, that landed on the ice, and now it's gonna wait. How are we gonna get home? Oh yeah, and Fife is gonna leave them for dead in the middle of there. Isn't that so worth it? Isn't that so much worth it? And wait a minute, you never thought about how to actually attach it? You're just going to attach a big heavy tree to the back of it like that? Bell? I don't care about Fife. I don't care about his stupid slapstick. I don't care about him, so why are you throwing him into slapstick? He's an idiot. Oh yeah, because he did a really great job keeping himself inconspicuous. Anyway, when it comes to celebrating Hanukkah in oh yeah, great, and he's a murderer too. Oh, that Fife, he's such a scamp, that murderous Piccolo. Oh yeah, once again, Belle, what did you think was going to happen, dumbass? Who cares about the tree? Save yourselves. I don't care, drown him. Drown him. Chip is the one that you've known and cared about for the past year that you've been here, Belle. Why are you suddenly caring about a Piccolo that was responsible for trying to kill you? Oh, and now they're gonna come across two polar bears that don't know how to swim. Oh yeah, and he's gonna. How much you want to bet he's gonna get away with trying to kill them because he was the one that was responsible for it? Oh, and now the wolves are just gonna come along and oh, never mind. The tree is gonna wrap around her leg. Oh yeah, because that's gonna save her. Oh, here he is, Prince Temper Tantrum. And here's my biggest problem with this film, with this scene. Beast saves Belle from the lake, from freezing to death, and considering this is after he supposedly had a change of heart, what does he do? Just wait and see. Does he let her by the fire? Does he feel bad for what happened? Does Beast yes, it is your fault, and I don't care. Why don't you go and tell him about what happened? No, instead, this happens! In this next scene, Beast throws Belle, who's possibly suffering from hypothermia, in the cold, dark dungeon. And Belle just takes it. Even though in the original film, oh, what was that lighting? Once again, you gotta love it when character progression turns into character regression. Once again, Belle wouldn't do this. She would yell at Beast for acting a complete waffle. And actually tell more about what happened. Tell him more about what happened. Once again, it's just... No, Belle, don't be so passive. You're not that. You're not passive. Tell him about what happened. Why don't the other servants tell him about what happened? And why don't they kill Fife? And it's just way too mean-spirited, and it honestly feels out of character for both Belle and Beast. It's just way too cruel. I mean, I know it's supposed to be... Wait, now he's back in his, Oh, yeah, and now he's going to have blood on his hands for that. And once again, that Piccolo's going to get away with everything for trying to drown her. Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. Oh, okay. Never mind. Is anyone going to get Belle a blanket or a log or lights or something to or fire or something to warm her up, because she's possibly getting frostbite right now. I don't care about the Piccolo. Get him off. He's an instigator in the whole thing. And I don't care about him because even if he felt bad, he had extremely petty reasons for wanting to drown Belle in the first place, and he never admits what he did, so it just feels like he gets away with it in the end. Belle should be dithering right now. Wait, where'd the blanket go? They took away her only means of warmth. And I can't feel any love for this song because I'm still angry with how out of character... Oh, okay, the Christmas Star. With how out of character Belle and Beast were in the previous scene, especially considering the fact they were undergoing development earlier compared to considering when this film was supposed to be set. Oh, Forte. No matter how evil you are or how awesome Tim Curry is, you can't quite save this film. Oh, wow, that's it. That's all it takes. That's all it takes for you to realise you're a complete jerk. Wait a minute, according to those pages, it was completely blank. Yeah, look at the pages, it's blank. And he's still having temper tantrums. I'm sorry, but I don't feel bad for this version of the Beast because... Oh yeah, because a lot of the things that he's done in this film specifically show that he has a heart of gold, because he trapped Belle in the dungeon and he completely botched any of his character development from the first film about anything. And once again, this is a nice message, but once again, it's almost wasted on a... Once again, this film isn't terrible, but it's just... It feels like it's got a lot of potential, but it doesn't quite work. There's a number of the servants that are ornaments, so you're just basically telling those servants you don't need them. Oh, okay. Song. Lumiere. Why? He's shoving people in his eyes and then they're getting blown across a room. Belle, you're still freezing cold right now, so I don't think you have the energy for this. You should be shivering right now. Okay, I said that I like some of the songs, but this is... Belle, I think you should be a bit angrier with him, considering what he did. Not just giving him that look. Like you've already forgiven him for what's happened. Belle, if I was in your shoes, it's going to take a little bit more than that. No, Belle, in the first film, no, it wouldn't be that simple. Belle, it wouldn't have been that simple in the first film. It would have taken much more than that, especially considering what he just did now, that trounced all the bad things he did in the first film. And how can he... It's like... How can he... Well, okay, he's destroying the castle. How can he destroy the castle? Once again, why did the Enchantress give him so much of his power? I'm in for my last minute redemption. And I'm still gonna get away with trying to murder him. Oh, okay, now we can just rip apart the foundations of a castle like this? Why? Wait, how far away is he from the... Wait, you can tear apart bits better on the other side of the... Well, I don't remember all this damage from when Gaston and his minions arrived. Well, yeah, that would have been a bit tricky. That would be a bit tricky. Yeah, they're dead. And once again, why is Fife so drawn? Why was he? Was it like he was a musician who? Was he like a musician who never got any yeah, you realise if you destroy the castle, you're going to break apart the walls and you're going to die if you're bolted to the wall, Forte, you idiot. And I think we should have gone into more detail about why Fife wanted to do this in the first place. Oh, okay, his music can literally blast you, Yeah, this is what I think when I think Christmas, an evil Tim Curry organ destroying everything. Once again, given how destructive Forte can be, Forte can be, how did the Rose survive that? Oh, so yeah, he's gonna like rip apart his heart. So that's pretty much what this is. How he kills Forte. He like just rips out his heart, pretty much. Wait, what did he rip out? Wait, he just rips out the keyboard. So how were the keyboard keys still moving? Was that like the life leaving it, or is it just like he ripped out Forte's batteries? Is that how he died? Oh, and now he's not bolted to the wall anymore. Okay, so fun facts. What is Forte going to look like when the curse is lifted? Oh, okay, well, forget him. He's dead. Oh yeah, she added a whole lot, didn't she? Oh yeah, the guy who tried to kill Belle and never admitted that he did that. Yeah, now we're gonna make him. You didn't do anything. Angelique didn't do anything. Oh yeah. Wasn't this so much better than the original scene with? Oh yeah, and she can have a. I mean, she can have a leaf shoved up her butt. Yeah, isn't that a great effect? Wait, what happened to Lumiere's bottom lip there? That looks a little bit weird, the animation. Oh, and she's got a different dress. That one guy there looked like Superman. One of the guys in the... I don't think it was worth this sequel for that quite. Oh. Oh, yeah, so now he's the maestro. And once again, I still think you should have told a bit more of his backstory. Like, why was he so on board with helping Forte? Answers, please. And this is something else that feels a little bit strange. Okay, so is the rose supposed to be like, he rejected a rose, but now he's giving a rose back to Belle? When I first saw this, I always thought that was a little bit, backwards, because, it felt like a bit of a... It felt like that was a symbol of, the curse, like reminding them of those horrible 10 years that they had being under the curse, and he gives them to Belle as a gift or something. But no, I think I can see 4 writers. I can see a bit more credit to that now. Hang on, let me just have a look at the credits here. I just ended up clicking out of it because I was a... Okay. Yep, Haley Joel Osment as a Chip. let's just have a look at the... Robbie Benson, yeah, Joe, the original actors. Bernadette Peters as Angelique. Wasn't she, I've got a name, one of the characters from Anastasia, I think. The larger lady. Yeah, Frank Welker as Philip and Sultan. Jeff Bennett as Axe and Poke. Axe and Poke. Katsuki as the Enchantress. Yep, Paul Rubens as that wonderful character Fife. Angela Lansbury as Miss Potts. Music by Rachel Portman and additional music by Michael. Sorry, what was that name? Michael. Michael Starobin. I think that's how I pronounce it. Yeah, they were good at least. I think. So, in final thoughts, does anything in this film work? Well, I mean, out of like I think out of like possibly the bad Disney sequels that I've seen so far, this might be. It's nowhere near as bad as some of the ones that I've seen. I can at least. I mean, I don't like it, and I'd much rather stick with the original. But it's nowhere near as bad as Belle's Magical World. I can happily say. Because it's like the animation and the music, and of course Tim Curry as the pipe organ forte were also bits that I honestly did enjoy. There were some really nice bits in there besides Beast's weird expressions, which feels like it's just trying to go too cartoony. But yeah, those were the bits that I did enjoy, but I think that unfortunately it just seems to be. I can see potential in this film. It's not without promise or potential for it. Like it could have been good. I think it could have been good, but it's just like I think my main criticism with this film is the issues I have with the timeline. Just like things being confusing, like where this slots in with the timeline with the original film, and it making some characters act really strange. Like for example, it's like this is supposed to be set after the Something There song, but it turns out that instead of it feeling like the Beast is beginning to turn over a new leaf by that point, as he should be, the way that he still throws into like her temper tantrums, and of course that one scene which we will get to, it feels like it takes place before that. It just feels really strange. And again, they never noticed Forte before this, even though he's right next door to where the roses, so it feels a little bit strange that nobody noticed this before, which then again is not which is not unique to this Disney sequel, but it is something that often does happen. They have oh yeah, remember this character that we totally knew from ages ago that we only just remembered existed now. So yeah, that's something going on with him there. With this here. And another thing, it just seems to be like I don't really like many of the new characters that they had with this. Angelique was annoying. Fife, I mean, I did like Forte. Forte was the one new character that I thought was the most entertaining one, if not mainly just for like Tim Curry's performance. But I didn't really like Fife because it feels like he's trying to murder Belle and ruin their romance. Beast and Belle have going on just because he wants to perform a song. It's like, is that it? Is that all? You're going to ruin their lives just for that, Fife? And it feels like he gets away with it in the end. I mean, obviously he feels bad for it, but it just feels like no one calls him out on it or confronts him about many of the things that go on. It feels like he just they never mention it. Ugh. And as for Angelique, all that Angelique does is whine. She just like whines because, I mean, she was turned into a Christmas ornament of all things. So I would have thought, I mean, I know if she's the decorator of a castle, so she had her jobs before that, but it still feels a bit weird that out of all things that she could be related to when it comes to what she's turned into when with the curse. But no, she gets turned into an ornament that's only used like for a certain amount of time in the year, and that's it. And then what? She just so even when she was human, did she just like go up in the cupboard until she was needed for the next Christmas? But I didn't like her very much. I think she would just felt a bit too self-important and smug, even though she didn't do a whole lot throughout the whole film. Yeah, so I didn't really like her very much at all. But I still think my biggest criticism with this film is, of course, the scene where Belle falls into the frozen lake and Beast pulls her out and then he locks her in the dungeon for it. It feels like, even considering what Belle did, it just feels like this just feels way too out of character and way too mean-spirited. Especially considering where it comes in the story. This is supposed to be after he started improving his behavior. So it just feels really weird. It just doesn't feel right. I mean, obviously, it just doesn't work, I don't think. It's like just and Belle, once again, she just takes it. She just allows Beast to just push her around like this, when in the original film she wouldn't. She would yell at him and tell him not to do anything like that. So it just feels pretty nasty for all the things that are going on with that scene. And even if it is just that one scene, I think it is something that does hurt a lot of the film. And it does leave like a really bad taste in my mouth with a lot of things that are going on. I also feel that if it was the same as Belle, then if she was the same as Belle in the original film, then she wouldn't take it sitting down. She would tell him off like she did in the original film when and here's another stupid thing. Belle, you know that the Black Forest is dangerous with all of the wolves that are about, and not too long ago, Beast fished you out of danger when you were attacked by the wolves there, when you were trying to run away. So you just do it again. You just try and do it in the same place again, and I still think it's funny that the wolves don't even do anything this time. They just appear. It seems like they're going to attack her, but they just go. It just feels that, once again, I think my biggest problem with this film is, where does this fit upon the timeline? It fills in a whole lot of plot holes and inconsistencies and really confusing elements that are going on with everything that's happening. So that's just a whole load of other stupid stuff that it just feels really confused with how everything gets fit in. It just feels really weird with how a lot of these things happen after what happened in the first film. So I can't really recommend this film very much. Once again, it's not absolutely horrible. It's not the absolute worst Disney sequel that I've seen, but I still don't recommend it very much. I'll just stick to the first one. But hey, at least it's not as bad as Belle's Magical World, right? But then again, I don't think anything could be as bad as that. So yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. And so yeah, when it comes to Disney Christmas films, I just stick to Mickey's Christmas Carol for something Christmas related, or because Muppets is owned by Disney now, I'd say Muppets Christmas Carol is another thing I'd recommend you to check out if you're looking for some, or of course, Nightmare Before. How could I forget Nightmare Before Christmas? That's one thing that I hope to watch while I'm on holiday in the next week. I've got the DVD and I'm going to take it with me. So I hope I'm not sure what I'm going to be recording next for my next live reaction when I come back. But no matter what I choose, I hope to choose something that you'll enjoy. So I shall see you all later, everybody. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and I hope you all have a safe and pleasant December. And a happy new year to you all as well, if I don't upload anything to YouTube before that. So, talk to you all later, everybody. Duckyworth out. Bye, everyone.